are reaffirming their commitment to trans people in response to President Donald Trump's executive order this week, trying to restrict their participation in school sports.
However, Murrow News fellow Albert James shows us how one Republican legislator is using the order to push restrictions in the state and what its fate could be in Olympia.
State Superintendent Chris Rakedal says the president's executive order barring transgender athletes from women's and girls' sports attempts to override state and local school districts' authority. In a statement, he said, the president's order directly contradicts state law, including the Washington law against discrimination and our laws prohibiting discrimination in our public schools. Our state law prohibits discrimination on the basis of gender identity, and we will not back down from that. OSPI says they're finalizing guidance for school districts, quote, in response to this unlawful order. Attorney General Nick Brown says his office is considering legal action.
We will look closely at that. We will work in collaboration with our other states to see if it's appropriate for Washington state to take action. Again, there may be some things that he does that I don't like that are legal, and we'll just make that analysis as we go.
Washington lawmakers are considering taking action of their own. Republican Representative Mike Volz of Spokane is highlighting his Defending Equity in Interscholastic Sports Act. House Bill 1699 would allow schools to prohibit, quote, biologically male students from competing in women's sports and establish a process to verify an athlete's sex.
So it's not some sort of, anti-trans or attack against the trans community. They have rights like everybody else. I just think the women's space should be protected and safeguarded.
House Speaker Lori Jenkins didn't specifically comment on Volz's bill, but says any bill that violates our state's robust anti-discrimination laws has no home here. Earlier this week, the Democratic Speaker and other leaders reaffirmed their commitment to protecting trans youth.
Washington will remain, and that the House and Senate Democrats will remain a place that will look to protect trans people, transgender people, and transgender youth and youth who have questions about their gender identity.
Democrats say Washington has some of the strongest protections for transgender people as a result of legislation from the president's first term. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.